Here is some information about the entity E1. E1 takes the appearance of a somewhat disturbing face with large eyes and a gaping mouth. E1 also emits a yellow light and buzzing sounds. It's present around E1. And when you hear buzzing sounds, it will also spawn at the current room and behaves in a similar fashion as Noah. When you encounter this entity, please don't attempt to use your flashlight around it. The entity will punish you by expelling 1/15 of your health. It will despawn when you hear faint information about the entity E22. E22 takes the appearance of a face with a singular big eye with a menacing smile. E22 emits a varying red light. Including static accompanied by roars. It's present around E22. And when you hear static accompanied by roars, it also spawns at E0 and travels at a speed of 2.16 rooms per second. When you encounter this entity, please hide in any available locker you can find. The entity will soon later despawn upon reaching the current information about the entity E42. E42 takes the appearance of 7 different colored eyes. E42 emits a red light, including ringing noises. It's present around E42. And when you hear ringing noises, it also spawns at the current room and travels at a speed of 0.18 rooms per second. When you encounter this entity, it will move from a side of the room to the other. The entity will soon later despawn upon reaching the current entity E60. E60 appears as a total of 6 faces. E60 emits a red light, including high-pitched static. It's present around E60, and when you hear its ambience, it also spawns at E0 and travels at a speed of 1.53 to 13.4 rooms per second. This entity will travel to the current room. Once reaching the current room, E60 will wait for a few seconds. Then it will despawn. About the entity E142. E142 appears as a mask with a cheery expression. E142 emits a pinkish light, including a sound similar to an orchestrated chord. It's present around E142. And when you hear its ambience, it also spawns at E0 and travels at a speed of 10.07 rooms per second. This entity will only track players which aren't hiding, so please hide. Thankfully this entity will despawn at about the entity E144. E144 appears as a mask with a tragic expression. E144 emits a greenish light, including a sound similar to an bass-boosted sound. It's present around E144. And when you hear its ambience, it also spawns at E0 and travels at a speed of 4.4 rooms per second. It will stay at the current room for a moment before traveling to E0. It will then despawn about the entity E144. E200 appears as a static-like face with realistic eyes and static runoff. E200 emits a white light with a yellow sparkly aura, including distorted audio. It's present around E200, and when you hear its ambience, it also spawns at E0 and travels at a speed of 2.4 rooms per second. It will stay at the current room for a moment before traveling a few rooms back. What makes the entity special is that it will fake its despawn. Once faking its despawn, it will silently rebound to the current room, where it will actually despawn.